Sorry. Could I sit with you? Yeah, it's really busy around this time of the day, and I couldn't really find a free table. Thank you. Good God, talking to people and stuff is really hard for me. Sorry if I come off as weird. Oh, um, did you come here to read? Uh, if so, go right ahead. I don't plan on annoying you or anything. No, seriously. I just came to write a bit, so don't feel obligated to talk to me. Unless you're in a mood to chat a little bit. Oh, so you're taking a break from work right now? Yeah, I get that. Sometimes it's just really nice to be able to shut off for a bit, enjoy a cozy little drink, and get lost in thought. Um, do you come here often, by the way? I've never seen you around. I'd consider myself a regular. Well, in my opinion, this place is the best in the area. Like, the best. It's like, once you find it, you just gotta come back. That was the case for me, at least. The drinks are absolutely fantastic, and the staff are so nice and welcoming. Have you, tried any of the cakes yet? They'll blow your mind, promise. Or maybe don't try them, you might get addicted. Although, that would mean I'd get to see you around more often. So, you should definitely try the cake. Yeah, they're really that good. I know the guy who makes them, and he's an absolute sweetheart. He bakes them fresh every day. Uh, Sometimes we hang out after hours and just sit there and eat the leftovers. That's one of the reasons I love this particular coffee shop. Once you get to know the people, you're basically family here. I also love to people watch whenever I'm not buried in my writing. It's fascinating to see everyone rush through as if there's no tomorrow. Usually, I come in either before or after the busy hours, but this time I couldn't avoid it. Normally, I love the place because of how calm and quiet it is, but today I have plans later on, and I figured either I have to come in here a bit earlier than usual or not at all. Even though I knew it'd be packed, I thought I should give it a try anyways. Maybe get some writing done? I struggle with doing stuff at home. Getting inspired and motivated to work is really tricky when you can just, well, you could just be laying in bed, watching YouTube or streaming Netflix. Somehow, when I'm outside, the pressure to perform is much higher, and the distractions aren't half as distracting anymore. Like, have you ever seen someone watch YouTube out of the open? It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow it just works better when I'm out. Maybe it's the background sounds or feeling like you just have to do something while you're sipping your coffee. Who knows? Or it could also be all the people around. For me, at least, it always helps me to realize I'm not completely alone and shut off from the world. I feel like a part of something when I'm sat here and typing away at my computer or scribbling on my notepad. Either way, somehow it works. That's the important part, right? And sometimes you get to meet really interesting people when you're outside. Like now, for example. Or the other day, I saw someone in a bear costume walking by and they waved at me. I mean, I technically didn't meet them since we didn't talk or anything, but that was more exciting than sitting at home all by myself, and somehow just made me smile. I'm also trying to build up my confidence and get better at talking to people. Normally, I would have turned on my heels, seeing how full the place is. Just the thought of having to talk to someone used to make me physically tremble. Um, but I'm really proud of myself for being able to have a conversation with a stranger right now. And I have to say, thank you for allowing me to talk to you. You could have just well put on the headphones or pulled out your phone to ignore me, but you didn't. And to be honest, I'm really just, I'm just really glad about that. You could have scoffed at me and when I asked to sit with you, or tell me to piss off, but you didn't. I mean, I'm working on the whole confidence thing. I still can't go up to people and tell them, or I really like your jacket, or your boots are so cool, or hey, I love your hair color. Those kinds of things I always think when I see people. I know they would really love to hear it, especially since a lot of folks are really insecure, but I really struggle with it. Yeah, I guess I could try it sometime. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Murder, technically. But I'm sure no one would kill anyone over a compliment. Right? I just really don't want to get spat or scoffed at either. Or what if they just roll their eyes or completely ignore me because I'm annoying? Okay, sorry. I tend to spiral sometimes. It's really not fun. As I've said, I'm trying to work on it all, but anxiety is one son of a bitch to handle. It's actually really sad to see how many people suffer from social anxiety for seemingly no reason. Well, not no reason. People are pretty scary. And way back when, everyone's survival did depend on being able to fit in. For them, it really was life or death to be accepted by others, since humans need a group to flourish. But it's absolute bullshit that we still have to live with that now. It's so irritating when you know it's not crucial and you know it's unlikely for anyone to get mad at you over nothing. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. Honestly, thank you for being so nice about this. I'm really surprised I was able to talk so much right now. I swear I'm usually much quieter. Do you, do you get that often? That you're easy to talk to? I mean, because I do for some reason. People really love to open up to me. I don't mind it, I just don't see why it happens. I do find it super interesting to talk to people. Hearing their stories and all, seeing how they tick, how different they are from what I expect based on movie stereotypes. Yeah, as a kid, yeah, I didn't really have any friends, so I had to rely on books and movies to learn how people function on there, and it's always the same few tropes over and over again. Most people don't fit into these tropes even remotely, and that was a really weird lesson to learn. To be honest, you seem more like the bookish type as well. Maybe that's why I felt so comfortable walking up to you. Um, you look so approachable. Hey, that was a compliment. Um, can I try again? To practice confidence, I mean? Uh, yeah. You'll be my first victim, so to say. Yeah, you don't obviously have to say yes. I don't want you uncomfortable because of me. Yeah, it is kind of over the top how much I worry. I know. It's really unreasonable, weird. I mean, normally a person could just walk away, but you're kind of stuck here with a half-finished drink and a random weirdo, sitting at your table. All right, back on track. Um, would it be okay to me practice if I could practice compliments on you? Awesome, thank you. Um, okay. Oh, I kicked the chair. Sorry. All right. Uh, all right. Give me a second. I'm gonna need to take a sip of my drink first. I left it sitting here for so long. I don't even know if it's warm anymore. It's like a little pop thing I ordered. Well, it's from Japan. It's like some cafe pop soda. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I like your shirt. The color really suits you. Was that good? I, okay. Well, I guess if it were me walking up to someone random, I'd probably say more like, "Hey, nice shirt" or something like that. I don't know. Um, but it does flatter you. It really brings out your eyes, makes them pop, you know. Yeah, you have really pretty eyes. Um, everyone's every time somebody says it, it just gives me the serial killer. I want to put your eyes in a jar vibes, but I don't know how else to phrase it. You know, like when dentists say you have good teeth, it always feels so weird. Well, they never tell me. I'm always full of cavities. But I can imagine that's what it's like. Imagine just someone coming up to you and telling you like you that they like your teeth, like as if there were some sort of tooth fairy or killer or something. Um, on the other hand, if I go up to a stranger and tell them they have a nice smile, is that weird? Maybe I could give it a try. Um, okay. I I like your smile a lot. It's really cute and um it worked. You're smiling. I could also say you're really handsome or pretty. I don't know what you prefer. Or your outfit is awesome. Or maybe I like that ring you're wearing, right? It depends on the situation, I guess. I'm not really sure. Excuse me. Um, because sometimes it's these really small things I notice about somebody, like the way they do their eyeliner, or the tattoo that they have, or the way they did their hair, or that pretty bump on their nose. Do you think it's weirder to tell someone they're pretty or that I like their eyebrows? Because on one hand, saying someone is pretty or handsome is much stronger and like broader, you know? But on the other hand, who am I to decide this? Who am I to tell someone they're pretty without having seen them on a bad day, right? I guess the concept of pretty is kind of shallow, to be honest. Because pretty to whom? Does it matter if I find someone good looking? Or if saying that I deem them pretty to society? In the end, I'm a bit worried about just freaking people out. When I come up to them and say, nice eyebrows or cool shoes, you know? Because it does raise the question whether I was staring at them to evaluate their eyebrows to look good. Yeah, I guess I'm overcomplicating it again, aren't I? I mean, if someone came up and said something like, hey, I like your hair, you have nice hands, I think I'd just be flattered or something. No weird thoughts or anything. Oh shoot. I gotta leave soon. I didn't realize how late it was. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. I hope I didn't seem too strange. It was an absolute pleasure to talk to you. And if you ever see me sitting here on my own and feel like talking to me, I wouldn't mind if you did. But only if you want to, of course. Have a great day. And by the way, I really like your voice.